And we're back talking about getting beach ready and why it makes us feel so self-conscious, especially if we haven't been getting our summer bodies during winter, like me. It's okay though. That's why we have Dr. Darren Green in the house. And I want to talk about varicose veins. I think it's something that can be quite difficult to cover up, especially when it comes to the summer months. Exactly what are varicose veins and how do we get them?
Yeah, so you get these little blue worms under the skin. They look like blue worms, and they become swollen and they protrude and they stick out on your legs.
They do.
Just like you see someone's veins when they're busy pumping iron on their bicep or whatever, so too you see these on the legs, but they actually have an appearance where they start looking very curly-whirly, as if their course is not straight and so forth, and they can become hard due to chronic inflammation.
Oh, wow.
So what they actually represent, obviously, is congestion and pooling of blood in the lower limbs. So the place you most often see varicose veins are in the legs.
The legs, yes.
Although you can get them in other places, even the esophagus, for example. So basically they are veins which have valves that normally help milk the blood back up towards your heart. So they prevent backflow. Those valves are one-way valves.
Oh.
So as the blood moves in one direction, the valve then, milks it up.
Okay.
So if those valves become defective by some or other genetic mechanism or whatever, then the blood can't be milked back as easily and it pools, it stays there.
Yeah.
And that then leads to swelling of the lower legs, a bit of your feet become puffy and so on. But the actual varicose vein itself, you'll see it, it's very close to the surface of the skin.
Yes.
And you can actually see the blue discoloration. If the perforators, which are the connecting vessels between the superficial vein system and the deep one, are affected, you can get skin colour changes where the skin becomes darker on certain areas of the legs.
I want to talk about how we can get rid of them, if there's even a way. But first, we've got a call from Teresa from Roodepoort. Good morning, Teresa.
Good morning.
How are you this morning? Very, very good, thank you. What's your question for Dr. Darren Green?
Thank you.
You can ask your question to Dr. Darren, Teresa.
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
My daughter is 20 years old and she's got severe hyper IgE syndrome and Staphylococcus aureus. But she uses the sunbed at the moment. How safe is the sunbed for her skin?
Yes, I didn't hear the syndrome that she's suffering from.
How safe is the sunbed for her skin? What is she currently struggling with, Teresa?
From hyper IgE syndrome and Staphylococcus aureus. She's got her skin is very severe at the moment.
Oh, shame. Yeah, so I think firstly she mentions two conditions. Staphylococcus aureus is a skin organism, a bacteria that grows on the skin. We often have it in our nasal passages and so forth. Some people are higher carriers. They carry a larger concentration of the bacteria. So if they have damaged skin or skin due to an IgE-mediated syndrome, where she has an autoimmune condition where there's eczema-like lesions, patches all over the body, if those lesions become itchy, scratchy, and break the integrity of the skin, you can imagine it facilitates then the organism growing there and leading to a host of other skin problems. So I think it's a very specialist mediated condition that she needs treated. She definitely needs to be under the care of a dermatologist, and we need to look at ways specifically of how she can address being a staph carrier, Staphylococcus carrier, and then an autoimmune condition of an IgE needs to be treated optimally. Obviously looking at things in her lifestyle that are affecting it. Using a sunbed, for example, I also have apprehension about here. The intensity of light therapy used in eczema is something well documented, but it needs to be prescribed, controlled in terms of the intensity of the light as well as the duration of treatment. And obviously those tanning beds need to be immaculately clean, not to contaminate your skin.
Well, Teresa, we certainly hope that that's been some help for you. Thank you so much to Dr. Darren Green. We are talking about the beach and, of course, why it just makes us feel so self-conscious. So much more to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.